Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go now! Get the flag! Pick it up, guys! Pick it up!
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field. Just go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now back to throw. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Breaks through the contact. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Let him know. Let him know.
They'll run on first down. Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Wait, 10, 53, 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, 166.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He's got Burton here. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Wait,
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. Josh Jones in on the stop.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing now is Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2nd down and inches. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. He'll look to throw. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On first down, Jones. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
That's it, baby. You gonna work.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
They'll drop the throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The pickup there, 5 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Let's go now. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
2nd and 1. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here we go. Here we go. Not a roof. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they...
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Brady. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw, it's Brady. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, he completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Regular. 56.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Brady going to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On play action, it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep up into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Come on, QB, come on.
They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To number 89. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's Geis. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
72. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Bound to lose 1.
And the blitz does come. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Wait, 10, 53. 56.
Check 56. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Go bandit.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Brady now to throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Let's go, let's go.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Point after now from Catanzaro. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 42 yards. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. He zooms in for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively.
31's the mic. Here it comes. Here it comes. 31's the mic. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
He'll look to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. In for the score as his guys are able to regain the lead.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know
it got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Packers' 41-yard line.
Wait, set. Wide, 80.
Set 56. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Hey, Alabama.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Back now at Lambeau. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Brady. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue. Yeah,
but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
You better be afraid of me.
They go play action here on first down. And he fends him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Adams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Looking to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Time go. Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Let's make these babies crawl. Let's go. Come on.
And some space here. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Brady. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. Now Brady. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Oh, he can't get away. Brady will go down. Kenny Clark. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Brady, is it Clark? Yeah. Slam.
On first down, it's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the Bears' 19-yard line.
Ready, set, 58, come on. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Shoot.
Again, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Back to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
A gain of only a yard.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick. Still on his feet.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Here we go.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
On the ready. Go 50 against the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Green Bay, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.